Welcome back to D&D, everyone. So, last session, you had taken a boat going north from Vaxfall to Silsanis. You had to take a stop in the city of Drindir, which you were reminded was the place where you blew up the Count's Manor.
So you get arrested.
Yeah. You got arrested a couple of times. You exited the city, or you exited the boat, as the boat was searched by soldiers looking for any contraband or fugitives. Went into the city, saw that not only were there a large number of soldiers who were mustering in the city proper, but there were also a number of wanted posters with members of the Crossblades on it. You found out bounty hunters were in the city, and they were able to arrest Fern, who had stayed on the boat. The rest of you were able to, through a series of misadventures, eventually arrive at the docks, free Fern and Aurora, and then were able to get back onto the boat, convince the captain of the boat to take off early, and are now heading on your way, continuing up north.
Hooray!
So, you're about 1 hour north of the city of Drindir. The crew looks rather shaken, as there was a fight on the docks. The rest of the passengers looking a little nervous. And the captain. Well, the captain comes up to you. I'd like to show you something. Would you just take a look on the side here? And he points over the side of the boat. And you notice several crossbow bolts sticking out of the boat.
Oh. It appears someone has shot at our boat.
No, someone shot at my boat.
Oh, right. Yes.
Uh-huh. Looking for you folk.
Who was it?
Well, I think it's the same folk who are looking for you.
Looking for us?
If you just Graham from off screen, just stop.
Yeah, your wanted posters were all. Your wanted posters were all over the damn city.
That's not me.
He's the only one that can actually say that.
I take offense at the suggestion.
Look,
Racist.
I don't care what you did. All right. I know the count in that town. He's a prick.
Borderline halfling racism.
I don't care. But what I do care is if you put my boat in danger, huh? This is my livelihood here.
Look, I can't explain every crossbow bolt that ends up all of the river. Okay.
Fucking lawyer all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be traveling up to Talva.
People have crossbows in these parts. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna be traveling up to Talva and taking a quick detour there because I gotta get the fucking boat repaired.
All right.
Well,
Graham comes out from the
yeah,
low decks of the equivalent.
I'm not sure
How much is it going to run us? We'll help.
Let me stop at the dock and see. If it's hopefully nothing too.
You sons of bitches give this guy any trouble. You're going over the side. Graham is in a foul mood.
Most people travel with like adventuring company. I feel like we're traveling with a law firm. It's absolutely hilarious.
I really, this probably should have started.
Of tulip and rat sauce.
I surely cannot go over the side, but my pockets full of gold will weigh me down to the bottom of the river, and I will perish. So.
Well, you can't take it with you.
Or can I?
Is Fern still throwing up?
Hang on, let me check. Just sarcastically mock her. Nope,
I'll
can't take it with you.
Join her.
Yeah.
I'm about to
someone
talk to a
throw
few
up. Makes
more
me want to
if you don't straighten up and act right.
We have a Graham Fiffle argument, and Fern and Kaido vomiting over the side. Well, technically, Fern is just queasy.
Yeah, no, but watching, you know, some people when they hear you like gag or about to throw up, it makes them want to throw up.
Yep.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, that's Kaido now. New thing unlocked. New anxiety, new reflex unlocked.
I'm good. Otto's just playing
So
cards
glad.
with whoever wants to play cards.
No, I gotta keep a list of all my fucking quirks now. Shit.
Graham is gonna retreat back downstairs and resume angrily penning drafts of a letter.
Graham retreats down and starts penning a letter. The captain also comes up to Fern. Hey, tell your bag to stop trying to eat people's hands.
My gosh, Hank, stop that.
But they're so delicious.
You can't. They're taking us to where we want to go. You can't eat their hands.
But they don't need them to do that. We're on a boat.
They do though. They
All
have
right.
to. They have to work on the boat.
He like squints and looks at you. All right, I'm gonna trust you on this one for now. So after about a day, and Graham, you do notice that water is leaking in through some of the holes every once in a while. The boat does arrive at the city of Talva. It pulls into the docks along the river bank. And the captain puts down the gangplank and heads off and starts to talk to the harbor master. After about...
Greetings, people of Talva, Piffle says to the non-existent crowd.
Well, there's a bunch of people on the dock, going to and from business. They don't seem to hear you, or if they do, they don't acknowledge your existence, Fiffle.
Cool.
This is the place at the Magic Academy. I don't remember.
Yes, and in fact, it is the tallest building in the city. It stretches up several hundred feet, but you can see a tower that looks like it was at one point a mountain, and the tower was carved from the mountain. Stretching up at the very top is a magical light you can see just glowing constantly.
Neat. Was Rebecca in this town?
Yeah, this is where your girlfriend is.
You know, honestly, it's probably up to Lucian to remember that one.
I'm pretty sure she is.
Good.
What?
Say hi.
Isn't this where Piffle was also like high and hit with the gnomes or something?
Yep. That's where that happened, yeah. But Lucy gave you a good name for your bar.
Screaming Halfling. I just like how you try to hold that in.
That's fucking great.
Eventually, the
I don't want to go there. Why? Just
Go to
I don't want
Screaming Halfling and lose all your money to Piffle.
the captain comes back. Talk to the harbor master and the shipwright. It's going to cost 15 gold, and it's going to cost a couple of days to get this fixed.
Well, the arrows don't even go all the way through the boat. Just leave them there.
I'll tell you what, there, kiddo. When the boat's filling with water, so I'll give you a bucket, and you can help. You can help to drain it from the freaking water that's falling in.
Piffle frowns heartily at the bucket and hands over 15 gold.
Thank you kindly. He takes the gold.
Split it, people. I have some money too.
Oh yeah, you can pay for
Are
it.
y'all fucking rich?
Yeah, sure. I'll give 8 if you want to give 7.
Okay.
The harbor master takes the 8 gold and returns 7 to Fiffle. He takes 8 gold and returns 8 to Fiffle for the total of 15.
Yes.
We're gonna be here 2 days.
I will go do some inquiries and research on more dragons at the magic place.
Oh, can
Okay.
I do that too?
Mm-hmm. All right. What's everybody else doing?
Go to the bar. Go to see my girl.
Okay.
I'll tag along. Can I wingman him?
Oh God. You
I
know
s-
what? Go for it. I want
Before I leave,
one of you
before I
to suffer
leave, I
the
say if you guys
consequences of
get
your actions for a
before I
change.
leave, I say if you guys get in trouble, I'm not bailing you out. Just
We're
so
not
you.
gonna get in trouble. I'm just gonna wingman. What could possibly go wrong? I don't have my ID badge.
I'm gonna
All
look.
right.
I'm gonna look at Kaido straight in the eye and say everything, and then
If you
walk.
go to prison, you're on your own. I'm not bailing your
How
ass
could we
out
possibly
this
go
time.
to prison if we're following such good vibes, right, Morrow? I mean, Lucian.
Also, we have all the cash, so how are you going to bail us out?
I have 2 silver. I just want to let you know that I have 2 fucking silver. But if we're bluffing this, yeah, we have all the cash.
Well, that's the fun thing. I ain't. Have fun now.
So, where are Graham and Fiffle going?
Anyway, I'll get on the way there. I'll stop by and buy a tricorn for Kaido.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Fuck yes.
Which is a bar. Let's
The man.
Okay. Well, we'll start with Otto and Fern going to the Magic Academy, but taking a quick detour to get a tricorn.
Yep. What is it? Just like 1 gold?
Yeah. Heading to a hat store. You see all manner of hats at this hat
Is it
store.
called the perfect brim?
It's
It's
called
perfect tricorn.
It should be.
A boulder falls and crushes him.
it's called the Top Hat Store.
Nice.
Nice.
Inside you see a gnome with hats, and there are just all sorts of hats. Every hat you could imagine. All around, with the exception of, let's say, a baseball cap. And gnome sees you. Ah! Come in. Would you care for a hat?
Why, yes, I would care for a hat.
What
Yep.
kind of hat would you like?
A tricorn.
Ah, 3-pointed hat. Yes. Allow me to fetch you this hat. Made with the finest mercury.
It's fine. You're not gonna do any more damage than is already
Waited.
Sounds good. Sounds
You
good.
didn't even think about it. No, that's okay.
Allow me to acquire you this hat. And he comes and he
Beautiful.
has a nice. It is a nice black tricorn, and it has a kind of gold trim around the edge, so it's not just solid black. And it has a little feather, like actually sticking out of it. Here you are, friend.
Amazing.
How much would you be willing to pay for this fine hat?
I knew this was gonna happen too. Let's see. What value do you put on this fine hat?
This hat was made by the finest hatsman in all of Talva. Me!
Oh, okay. Self-promotion.
And thus it is worth 10 gold. But I'm willing to part for it for the fine price of 2 gold. Just for you.
Don't tell your parents.
You know what? I would give you 1 gold, but here's 2 gold. He behaved for 24 hours. He deserves it.
Thank you kindly. Here is your
happy.
hat. Would you care for any other hats? I have so many. I have warm hats, and I have pretty hats, and I have hats that go on your head.
My God, he has everything.
Do you have hats that don't go on your head?
No.
Okay.
Are you a cop?
What type of warm hats does he have?
He has hats that they're basically like fur-lined and are like oil-treated leather on the outside, and they have little ear flaps, so they like go over your ears.
But
Gotta look
would they
Shakas.
fit rabbit ears?
He goes in back and comes out with basically a hat that has like it have like ears, like ear, I don't know what you call it, like an ear sheath off the top of the head going up. Yes.
Little sleeves.
Little
Ear
sleeves.
How much for the ear sleeve hat?
1 gold for you, young rabbit lady.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Plus
I'll take
wolf.
this.
So,
Plus wolf. Wait, there's a wolf hat?
Oh, goes back and comes out with. Actually, it's more like a scarf you would kind of wind around the head. It's a do-it-yourself hat,
Oh yes, great. I love those.
and you can have this one as well for 1 gold.
1 gold each. Okay.
That's Kaido's line. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Guys, I feel like we're being
Going on
typecast
here?
here.
Okay, I will take both of these hats for 2 gold.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome. Come back whenever you need a new hat. I will have wide brim hats. The widest brim imaginable.
Wow.
So wide.
All right, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, thank you. We'll see you later.
Just
Back slowly away from the hat shop.
the bell rings as you just leave.
See, now Kaido doesn't know that I bought him the tricorn hat.
No, but somewhere out there, he's happy for some apparent reason. It's like somebody's talking about me. And
Smash.
It's in a positive tone.
And it's not a bad thing.
Can't possibly be Graham.
Smash cut to Lucian and Kaido having arrived at Rebecca's bar. I think this one was the Thirsty Pig.
Nice. Is this your girlfriend's place?
Don't say that about Lucian.
You know, my friend. She's a friend.
Oh, she's a friend. Okay, I see.
Right.
I can't wait to
Friend.
witness this
Very good.
interaction.
Listen, I made her crepes, so she's a good
You
friend.
made her what?
Crepes.
Oh, okay. Like the breakfast?
Yeah.
Nice.
Things are getting
Nice.
pretty serious.
Thanks. You could say we're taking our relationship to the next step. Nice, very nice. Okay. I'm very excited for you.
Just grab a drink, buy one for my man Kaito. Say hi to Rebecca if she's behind the bar.
Rebecca is behind the bar.
Oh, the moon in the sky is not as beautiful as you. I have missed you.
Lucian.
I'd like to start taking some notes.
Yes.
Okay. She is a little surprised to see you, Lucian. Lucian, I haven't seen you in a month.
Yes, I have been off adventure. How are you?
I guess fine. You thought you said you would write.
I'm sorry, we were almost killed by a god. Look at my muscles.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yes, well, you know, your man here, he's quite the adventurous type. We do much adventuring at the dangerous.
Did you say you almost got killed by a god?
Oh yes, yeah. Well, I almost killed him, but then I decided to let him
Make a deception roll, Lucian.
go.
Can I help him in any way since I'm there?
You're gonna succeed on every one of these rolls.
I mean, Kaido could certainly attempt to help Lucian.
You know what? No, I'm trying to learn something. I'm gonna stay this one out. Let me just see how this organically
He's
progresses.
gonna do great.
I mean, it is a... Okay, plus 13. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, you almost killed a god, but you let him go. I see how it is.
So merciful.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's real nice, Lucian.
Makes him such a big man.
How have you been?
Anatomically
What have you been up to?
Working in my bar,
Yes,
waiting for
any
some
news?
letters.
Any for some letters. Any news?
I guess the Magic Academy is looking for some adventurers.
Oh, for what? What is going on?
I don't know. I'm not an adventurer. This is what I hear that comes through the bar.
Has there been like extra adventurers in the bar or any gossip?
Not really. I mean, well, no, that's not technically true. I guess there's some word of like something's going down from Silsanis.
Oh, like what?
I don't know. So all sorts of different things. Farmers are leaving their farms for like weird jobs, or people putting in orders for weapons.
Yes, we saw quite the commotion down in the Drindir. Looks like they were getting ready for war or something.
I don't know what it's about because the Duke hasn't put out any, anything about there being a war.
Well, we did cause a little bit of trouble. They may be a little mad at us, ergo the Duke also, actually.
Okay, now it's your turn to tell me what you did.
Well, it's not so much what we did, but the Duke seemed to have pissed off the Count very badly. He sent...
But you just said that you did something to cause trouble.
Well, you know me, I'm a troublemaker. But,
Yeah, that's for sure.
yes, we may or may not have blown up his mansion because he was being...
You did what?
Yes, well, but yes, basically.
Are you sure your girlfriend's cool? Is your girlfriend cool?
No, I don't know. I don't know really.
What do you mean you don't know me very well? Fuck you.
I just mean to say that you are the best.
Lucy, make a persuasion roll.
Jesus, you're batting 1,000 today.
I gotta be honest with you, your girlfriend's kind of whack.
Yeah, that's real nice, Lucy, and I'm cool after you say I'm... Fuck you.
Mon chéri, no.
I'm gonna still write all this down like it's good advice.
I think it went pretty well.
I think she's super into you.
Well, this is going on. What are Graham and Fiffle up to?
Eating popcorn.
Well, if there's no immediate hurry to leave the ship, Graham was gonna keep working on letters, but...
Yeah, Graham, you can keep working on letters. While you're there, though, you do kind of hear knock, 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 as somebody is like pounding nails into wood.
Slowly getting more and more frustrated and unable to concentrate until finally, God.
The pounding stops, followed shortly by the sound of wood being sawn, and then the sound of nails pounding into wood again.
Damn it. All right.
Piffle stays on the boat.
Fiffle stays on the boat. The sound of nails pounding may or may not bother Fiffle, but not enough for him to leave.
Piffle feels that if he leaves the boat, he's likely to get arrested, and Graham will yell at him, and Piffle tries to take a nap despite the construction.
Graham is gonna leave his letter work, and he's gonna depart the boat and just kind of take a good hard look around for wanted posters as he's just going for a walk to clear his head.
I thought we were pretty good here. We didn't actually do anything stupid.
Yeah, but
Well, Piffle
you're
might
his
have
party, so he's gotta be on his guard.
All right, Graham, go ahead and make an investigation roll.
We'll make an investigation roll.
You don't see any posters, like wanted posters for the Crossblades around here. Any bounty posters you do see are posted up in areas that are like town center. They are not for the Crossblades. You actually do notice there is one for the Pirate Admiral, like you had seen down in Vaxfall. But there are a few other bounties. Bandits bounties, bounties for basically people who have skipped bail, and then bounties for poachers and the like. They're offering rewards for about up to like 10 gold, so somewhere between like 5 silver to 10 gold for like a bandit captain. And then, of course, the massive bounty for the Pirate Admiral.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Fiffle, what was that intelligence roll for?
Oh, whether I was going to stay on the boat or get into trouble.
Ah, of course.
I like that it's just a foregone conclusion. If boat, else trouble.
All right. We will head back to Otto and Fern and Aurora, who have arrived at the magic tower. And let me go pull up the actual name of it.
The perfect spell.
No, I actually just have a real person name. I put time
I
and
know,
effort
I'm
into
really
thinking.
Just putting perfect before anything, and it actually sounds good.
You know our legislative student body, the perfect prefect.
Wow.
What the heck is it? Organization.
Our ice cream shop, the perfect parfait.
I'd go there. Let's see. Here it is. So you have arrived at, and yes, you've actually passed by this building before, but so it is a large stone tower that, yes, as you're closer, you can see that it was carved from a small mountain. It travels up several hundred feet. And at the actual base is a stone structure built around it to act as like offices, dormitories, and the like. But you have arrived at the Starwell Spire. Yeah, the Starwell Spire. That's what it is. Let's see here. But the Starwell Spire is the center and the actual building that contains the Institute for the Arcane, the main magic academy of Viderheim.
Viderheim.
Hi there, human.
Otto, Fern, what would you like to do?
Give me 1 second though before I talk. So Fern, take over.
Well, Fern, there's plenty of professors out around, students, faculty, all that. They're dressed in, collection of wizard robes. You do see some people wearing kind of leather smocks, and they have kind of like bandoliers with like little potion vials on it.
Is there like a front desk or something?
Yep, you enter into the building. There is, in fact, a front desk. At the front is a half-elvish woman. Sees you come in. The front entrance is this fine marble. It's nice and warm. Like outside, it is a little cooler, but inside you actually feel this kind of pleasant heat. You don't see a fire or anything, but it just seems like this heat is kind of all around. You enter in, and the woman at the front desk sees you. Welcome to the Institute for the Arcane, as well as the Alchemist Guild. How may I assist you?
Hi, I was looking for someone who could help me with some dragon research. Is that something that I could find here?
Oh, yes. Are you representing the Academy out of Vaxfall?
No.
I'm back. Sorry. Children.
Sorry, you said you killed them?
The children, yes.
Oh my God.
And the women, and the children
anyway.
too.
Yeah, we were directed up here for more research material involving dragons.
Oh yeah, who are you representing?
We're with the Crossblades, and we were informed about a possible bounty with the dragon up near Sylvanas, and we've been researching because you don't want to jump into the mouth of the dragon without being prepared.
Okay, I'll go and make a persuasion roll. Yes, we've heard rumor of a dragon in the area north of Sylvanas. And you're with the Crossblades Adventuring Guild.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Well, now normally the institute here only deals with helping do research, magical research. But I suppose we could put you in contact with somebody more specialized in the subject. Would be a good way to describe it.
That'd be great.
From the dragons you could use possibly for like your research?
You'd have to talk to members of the Alchemist Guild. They have a small annex in this facility, but they have their main facility elsewhere in the city. Close by, of course, but not here.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Anyway, she rifles through some papers. All right. Let's see. Well, we do have a we have somebody who deals with magical creatures here. I could put you in contact with them. And she gives you a name. This would be an elven name. You would see this is Professor Slime.
Professor Slime.
All right. And she gives you the location of the office.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Oh, you're quite welcome. I take it you head to the see the professor?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it doesn't take you very long. You find the office pretty quickly. Inside, you see a tall elven man. He has on a black robe with a peaked, like a wide brim black hat, goes up tall, and the actual tip of it kind of bends over. He sees you. Yes, may I be of help?
Yeah, we're from Boxball. We're directed up here from the academy in Boxball. We're doing research on dragons.
Ah, yes, interesting. Very magical creatures, yes. How can I help you?
So we're with the Crossblades, and
Mhm.
we've heard rumors of a dragon up near Sylvanas.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking to cash in a bounty on that, and we're trying to get some information. Better to be informed before you jump into the jaws of death.
I would definitely recommend not hunting the dragon. They are very nearly extinct in Viderheim.
Is there a way to get it relocated?
Yeah. It's terrorizing villages at the moment.
That doesn't turn into a unique situation, as we don't want them to terrorize villages, but on the same hand, attempting to disrupt its natural habitat may cause trouble. Capturing and relocating it further up north would be difficult. And I should also mention this is an intelligent creature. It's also more magically inclined. Disrupting it would be an issue, to say the least.
How so?
Well, I mean, one, they're very nearly extinct, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. Number two, moving it may cause some magical fluctuations. We've been seeing a greater amount of magical fluctuations recently, and we wouldn't want it to cause any more disruptions.
What kind of fluctuations are we talking about? Is this like environmental or?
Well, it hasn't affected anyone's spells yet, but yes, we've been seeing some interesting issues with magic not acting in a way we would expect it to. This is more for, yes, environmental would be a good way to describe it. And sorcerers, people who are physically tied to the magic, would experience it more than you or I may, somebody with magical ability.
And we have an alchemist back in Boxball who's looking for, what was it, for Hydra blood? This is not a character.
Yeah, Hydra blood.
So looking for Hydra blood.
Oh.
Know of any in the region?
No, not here. Hydras are more invasive. Removing them is acceptable. They tend to congregate near warm areas. You will probably find them up by Elsie near their hot springs. Or anywhere they can find a warm spot. And I'd also heard of hydras who had adapted to colder climates over the years, so it's entirely possible that even in colder regions. You're not from Viderheim, are you?
Not natively, no.
To understand Viderheim, the south of Viderheim is more built up and is where the higher population is, uh, more developed. Up north is where the villages and cities spread out. You'll find the great tribes who do migration in the area there. It is a rougher area, one that is more taken to nature. In fact, the location you seem to be describing for your dragon hunt would be close to that area I am describing.
I see.
So back to the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to minimize or have it not harass the villages as much?
Yeah.
Well, the villagers would probably need to move and let it simply focus on attacking things like deer, mooses, or anything else in the area. It might even feed on fish. It may prey occasionally on the giants of the region. But them being there is going to invite it to attack. A dragon will look for a meal where it can find it, and farmers, both their livestock and the farmer themselves, make excellent meals.
Very helpful academic here.
Effectively, they just have to abandon settlements up the north.
That's the only solution that you see to this problem?
Oh, well, dragons are still a rather mysterious force. The Orwellan Empire, unfortunately, did not see fit to study them, or if they did, any notes they took were destroyed in the Scourge. So, unfortunately, we have to either learn or relearn based off of creatures where we simply don't encounter them that often. Personally, I would love to be able to just talk to a dragon, but I mean, I'd have to head far, far north to even hope to encounter one, and that's not even a given. If you do intend to remove this dragon,
Mhm.
I suppose you would wish to find out what it uses as its breath weapon and take steps to avoid it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just saying there is a dragon up north is not exactly the most helpful. I need specifics if I were to truly help you.
I believe we heard it was either a green or a red, most likely.
Well, reds use fire, greens use poison. So, have something to help you against fire or poison would be useful.
This guy's good.
Like I said, dragons are very unknown. We know a little bit about them, both based off stories from the Orwellan Empire, as well as our limited contact we've had with dragons since the Orwellan Empire has led this country. I will admit, I had heard a strange rumor of a large dragon being seen traveling north, and even heading far south, even to far as Talva, but I haven't heard of it preying on any villages or eating livestock, so mostly just a rumor at this point, unless we can verify it.
You mentioned you wouldn't mind speaking to one.
Yes.
What percentage would you say?
All of them. Each and every dragon is incredibly intelligent, and they all have the ability to speak. Some dragons are more intelligent than others, but don't think of this as intelligent as like a dog. Think of this as intelligent as you or me, or more so.
Would we be able to reason with the dragon
It's possible, yes.
at that point?
You could attempt to.
Are we talking dragon tongue here?
No, they should speak the common tongue. If you know Draconic, though, that would definitely help.
I don't think I know Draconic.
Yeah, I don't either.
If you could speak Draconic, he said. No, never mind. That's not it. That is.
He tried.
Kaido is currently.
Helpful?
Kaido is currently like trying to help Lucian, and Lucian is unfortunately striking out.
What, with his own girlfriend? Jesus Christ.
Oh, whoa. We don't like to use labels, okay?
Is what?
We don't like to use labels.
Oh, you're the one who used the label. What do you mean? Oh no, you said that's a girl that just so happens to be a friend.
Well, he said, I'm going to go visit my
They're having this discussion in front of her.
Wonder you didn't write to me.
Your friend zone's so hard, dude.
I think you're firmly in the enemy's quadrant at this point.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that? Are we flashing back to us, or are we still with Graham and?
Yeah, we could go back to Lucian and Kaido. While
we don't have to.
We don't have to. I was just asking. I didn't know if we did.
Said something. That's why.
He's just gonna strike out.
Let them finish with the dragon, dude.
Okay. But yes,
Then a group speaks dragon.
if you find one of your members who can speak Draconic, that would help. But once again, the dragons all speak the common tongue. They're very intelligent, so their ability to learn languages is credible, especially compared to us. They're also very long-lived creatures. I would say killing a dragon is... They're dangerous. It's a given, but something so long-lived that could see thousands of years is a good loss.
I agree.
But
Yeah.
well, if you can go up north and reason with the dragons, get them to vacate the area, you could. Yes, please try. The other thing, just if you can investigate the rumor of this large dragon that's been seen, but I don't know if there's any real truth to it, unfortunately. But it'd be good to at least see.
Any details on that one?
Oh yes, apparently it's a large black dragon, from what I'm told, but the actual color is difficult to tell, as it seems to have changed. I mean, it's been everything from a large red dragon to a large blue dragon. The other thing is, it doesn't acting in a way that you would expect for a dragon to. It's not going to any towns and demanding tribute. It's not eating any livestock.
Hardly
It's
an adventuring guild.
been ranging rather far from what I hear, as I've heard rumors come from as far as Rarkan down to Talva or even Sutton.
And this one, what was Ian? Remind me. This one was the one between Talva and just north of Talva.
Which one?
The black one.
This one was between. Yeah, it was between like Talva and Rarkan. He gave.
Okay.
But once it's said, I mean, it's very possible it's not a dragon,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
or it's very possible it's a bunch of spooked villagers who don't know what they're seeing.
That was working. Oh God, that's a big area.
He's the common clay of Viderheim.
Keep an eye out for anything with that, and if we find anything else, we'll let you know.
Okay.
But yes, I will tell you, I've heard once of a man reporting a dragon. Turns out he was drunk and it was an owl.
Oh, okay.
So, we'll see.
Oh, I just heard a puppy.
I heard a poopy dog.
Yeah, Winston is fine.
Winston's like, I don't want you to play D&D. I want you to pay attention to me.
Yes.
All right. Well, if you have any further questions, feel free to ask. But anyway, I must get ready. Although we'll actually be class will soon be letting out onto winter break soon.
All right. Come up with anything with a.
Can I talk to Otto and ask him, be like, this guy wanted to talk to a dragon. Should we ask him if he wants to come with us?
Nah.
Nah.
Otto's just
Fuck him.
Okay. Cool. What if he knows Draconic and he can speak with the dragon easier?
The one thing I want in life is to meet a dragon. Nah.
Oh, you know what?
Fuck it.
Dragon guy. I want to talk to you. I don't know Draconic.
Before I die, I would love to speak. Nah.
Sorry, my AirPods are in.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Do you think that's a good idea, or?
Well, I'll ask him if we stick the course and go after the dragon.
Hmm?
Do you speak Draconic?
I could speak Draconic. I have the ability to cast a spell that would let me do that.
Let me bounce off all the information you gave us with the guys, and we'll see if we want to stick to this path.
Okay, very well.
Thank you for your information.
Thank you for all your help.
Yes, well, thank you. Do have a good day.
You too.
Out of character.
Yeah?
This guy's so fucked.
What?
What?
He is so
He's
dead.
throwing in with us if he does come along, so
He is so
that right
dead.
there is a bad start.
He has a terrible judge of character.
I know, and he hasn't even met the rest of you.
He's gonna be like, I'm so on board, and he's gonna meet.
Hey, welcome to
Wait.
Team Victim Blaming.
Oh god, what have I done?
This guy knew the risks when he died for us.
Is your name Dave by any chance?
Sling Dave.
It's Professor Slime.
Swine.
Fine.
Sline. And despite my students' insistence on referring to me as Professor Slime, I would ask that you not do so.
You better believe that's what we're gonna call him now. Shouldn't have said that.
All right. Let's come back to second date update on 95.7.
Well, we'll get back to Lucian and Kaido at the bar.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm just listening to Lucian while I write down all the notes of how to
Not pick up a girl?
successfully get a
Accidentally the
girlfriend.
most fleshed out part of our eventual biopsy.
How not to get a girlfriend.
Oh, well, I don't know any better. It seems like he's succeeding right now. This is how you do it. It looks like.
Yet.
So how's it going between this interaction?
So this seems to be going quite well, but I guess this is up to Lucian how it's going to end. And the dice, of course.
If you use a luck point, yeah, you should use a luck point.
To
I feel like you give a critical success to convince her to kill a god, or you
get lucky point.
give a god mercy.
To get lucky points. Lucian's just gonna pal around. You know? He's what time is it? It's like daytime, right?
Yeah, it's early in the morning. You had spent the night on the boat before it arrived in Talva.
Nice.
Yeah. I just want to confirm. Actually, I was able to attune to this ring at some point.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Least of your worries, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Have a couple of drinks and tell Rebecca. Rebecca, we will be back later. I'll see you soon. We have some business to do.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Whatever, Lucian.
And
I think that went great. I think she's super into you.
with Kaido and let's what's a crew.
was amazing.
Let's fucking- let's go.
Yeah, I'm so glad I took notes from a master pick-upper. You must be an
Yes, I-
artist on this. You must be proficient.
I don't know where you got this idea.
I don't know. I think that interaction
Lucky
went
that
great.
night.
We're meeting up at the boat.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. You head back to the boat. Fiffle.
Probably run into Graham on the way.
Yeah, Fiffle,
Oh, yeah, 'cause,
Graham.
Graham know that there's like a academy thing. Like they need help on the signs.
Oh, you mean like have I passed any signs indicating that
No,
you're
yeah,
looking for adventurers?
I thought it was mentioned. I don't remember.
Lucian heard a rumor from Rebecca that
Oh,
the
that's right.
Academy was looking for for adventurers.
Yeah.
Probably for that dragon. Probably for that dragon.
Do we see Graham? Do we finally see Graham?
For simplicity's sake, I imagine you all meet up around the same time.
Hey, Graham, we didn't get arrested.
Congratulations. Does that mean the guards are
Milestone.
chasing you?
Hey, Kaido.
Yeah.
And Otto's gonna hold up a tricorn for him.
Tears are gonna well up in Kaido's eyes. You got me my tricorn. And I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna take it from him. I'm gonna thank him. I'm gonna give him a quick hug. How big is Otto? Big boy?
I think I was like 6 feet tall.
Yeah, like 6'1".
All right. I'm gonna try to give him a nice hug, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put this hat on. It feels kind of weighted. I really hope this doesn't mess with my hereditary mercury poisoning. It's something that I don't see, necessary to share with the team at this point because it's such a random super fact. But
You just gotta randomly drop dead in the middle of combat.
it's an
How
allergic
big is this
reaction.
hat? How big is the hat?
The general size, I think, tricorn. Like,
Yeah, it's like
normal.
it's like a normal tricorn size. It's like not super big.
We're gonna fight the pirates
Lucian's a little
eventually.
jealous of the tricorn, so
Oh God.
he's gonna conjure a larger tricorn for his own head. Challenge.
Started an arms race.
Do things that are
Pirates of
conjured
Brothers.
go away, like
Yeah.
disappear
Yeah.
when you touch
Yeah.
them, or when you
When you
give it
attack
damage?
Yeah, damage.
It's like an hour.
It lasts for an hour or until it takes damage. It's also glowing so that you're aware that it is a magically summoned item.
I'd like to hit the conjured item.
All right. Go ahead and do an attack roll to see if you can slap the hat, which I imagine is on Lucian's head.
I'm gonna
What are
slap
we
the
doing
shit
there?
out of it with my great sword. That's a little bit overkill. You know what? Fuck it. I really hate that.
You can just reconjure it.
This is
bro.
just happening in front of Graham.
It misses. I imagine it misses, Lucian.
Damn, that's a
You should have two attacks.
Barely,
high
just
AC.
barely.
Oh, that's true.
misses.
That's true. You do actually have 2 attacks if you wanted to attack a second time.
there we go.
I'm just trying to help you out here.
Thank you
Luck?
so much.
Well,
Just in case you guys want me to do damage, it's right there too.
yeah. I mean, you only need to do 1 single point. But the silvered greatsword with a scarf tied around it is able to slice through the hat, and it just kind of disappears from Lucian's head.
So while
Conjures another one, even bigger.
he's killing that the hat over and over.
Yes.
he's like,
Graham is just
"Explain to them
watching
about-
all this like, am I dead?
Feline agility runs 60 feet.
I'm just gonna explain the whole dragon situation to
We'll use all my spells for this.
No,
I will
Stop
use
it.
all my spells.
stay away from my large hat.
Alright. It might have something to do with the mercury poisoning. I don't know.
Don't be
Oh,
so
I guess-
jealous, Kaido. Jesus.
I'm done attacking his hat.
I like how you went from wingman to like hat killer.
He's trying to one up me.
Inside you are 2 wolves.
You know what?
I wasn't a big fan of the
bought-
dick measuring. I mean the
I
hat
bought
measuring
the-
competition.
I bought the fucking hat from the hat mouse in Stardew Valley.
Yeah, I just bought a hat from him.
Anyway, I'll give like all the info about the dragon and the Hydra, and the guy wanting he would come along if we're serious about it. The Draconic.
We could ask him perhaps, but I'm sorry, this is really distracting. Just
Yeah,
watching the hat war.
And then I assume Lucian would tell us about the academy thing.
Yeah, I mentioned before. I'll tell them what happened at the bar and what we've heard.
Okay.
I also thought I knew Draconic, but I don't. I know Infernal. Sorry.
Ah.
Think they could be related? Go looking for a dragon over here.
I'm off camera, but I can hear you guys.
Alright.
I think you know enough to know that dragon and infernal are very different from
Pretty
each other.
incompatible.
Ask Kaido what's in that notebook he was writing in.
Oh, I'm writing a book. Actually, funny enough.
You can
It's,
write.
Yeah. It's all shorthand, and only I could read it. And sometimes if I can't read my own handwriting because it's so bad. That is actually not a Kaido thing. That's a me thing. I sometimes can't read my own handwriting.
What can I roll to see if I can read it?
And it's just pointers and tips on how to pick up chicks. All enlightened by Lucian.
Can Graham walk over, just take it out of his hand as he's explaining?
Yeah, let me look.
Just look at it.
I'm gonna look at it too.
Well, I guess
Did
this
you
would
say
be.
You told her you blew up a manor.
I'm gonna be reaching for it. I'm expecting Graham to just have his hand right on my face while I'm like trying to take it, and he's like reading it. Hey, give that back. God, I need to fucking soul bond to everything I own. It seems like.
Otto's gonna tell Kaido that like none of this actually works for normal people.
The joke's on you. Normal? What?
Yeah, this is pretty much every pointer on how not to pick up a girl.
I seem a little heartbroken over this fact.
You don't lead off with I showed mercy to a god.
Is that the takeaway Otto got from that?
That's the that was the summary of the article on how not to pick up a chick. Do not lead off with I showed mercy to a god.
Watch, in our future interaction coming up, that's gonna come up as like a pickup line, and the girl's gonna be like, "Oh my god, that's so impressive!" Like, what? Otto specifically told me not to go with that, not to lead with that.
And you picked up like a giant troll chick.
Even trolls need love.
With like an intelligence score of like -2.
My intelligence score is high. It's my wisdom that sucks.
Yeah, Kaido's he's an Eldritch Knight, so he has to have good intelligence. Well, he should have good intelligence to be a good Eldritch Knight.
Yeah, so what's the plan here?
So we're trying to figure out whether or not we want to invite this guy who wants to come
Is it even
dragon spotting with us.
Yeah, and is it even the same like thing the academy needs help with? They were looking for adventurers.
Well, we could look into it if you think we can avoid getting arrested this time.
Yeah, we can look into it.
I'm down. I'm game.
Back to the academy.
Okay, you do all of you head back to the academy?
Yeah, I think we should stick together.
Hey, Fifthly, you want to come with us? We're going to the academy.
What's at the academy?
They're looking
Possibly
for adventurers.
money, but not the kind that where you rob people for it.
Right, money. Got it.
I heard they also have magic items there.
If you get us kicked out of the only magical academy worth its salt in Viderheim, I'm gonna be a little upset.
You're always upset, so I think worth.
You know
I
what?
know.
Definitely
You
not
haven't
gonna
seen
fit
me
that.
get mad.
Oh, not yet.
You guys are gonna be the
New
rise.
mission unlocked.
You guys are gonna be the rise of Graham as the big bad evil.
Yeah, this is the background story for an entirely different campaign.
You said you wanted an excuse to start getting evil, right? Let me give you an excuse, Graham.
I
Let me
never
give
said
you said
that.
excuse.
You know, when I was designing this campaign, I knew you guys were going to choose kind of funny characters. I figured it'd be like
Just nothing.
Crossblades.
Funny.
I thought it would be like the Crossblades, you know, scraping bottom of the barrel, and then you would rise to the occasion.
Why
When
would you
does the
think
rise
that?
start?
I was maybe a little optimistic about that.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
All right. So everyone's going to the academy.
Yes.
I believe so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you arrive at the academy. Approximately 1 hour has passed, simply to account for travel time since you last were there.
Mm-hmm.
Entering in, you see the same half-elf woman.
I'll wave to her again. It's like one of my associates said that you guys are looking for adventurers.
Yes. Let me get a professor real quick. One moment. She leaves, and after a few minutes, she returns. You see an older human man. His skin is more tanned. He's bald on top, but he has a long white beard. Definitely looks to be a lot older. He has a blue robe and a staff in hand. Yes, you there. You all group of adventurers.
Yep.
Yeah, that's us.
There's some issue if you're looking for hired work.
We got a couple days. What sort of issue are you facing?
Please come with me to my office.
Graham will go along.
Yeah,
Sure.
He leads you to a large office. This is not just like desk with bookshelves. This is a large room. Inside is a kind of miniature courtyard. You can see it has like kind of in a pit in the center dirt and a bunch of like small trees and ferns, not your fern, growing, and there are butterflies and birds in the various trees and on the flowers. There also is a vast number of bookshelves filled top to bottom with various different kinds of books. Looking at the books, you're not really sure what they say, as they appear to be written in some unknown language. There is a large desk, as well as several different display cases that apparently have, you see different wands and staffs and basically magical components inside of them. He brings you inside. Yes, I am the headmaster for this institute here.
My name's Graham. Pleased to meet you. Offers his hand.
He reaches out and shakes your hand.
Okay.
There's an interesting phenomenon occurring. Environmentally magic effects are acting strange. This would normally be things that you could see occasionally. You may enter into an area and feel a magical presence. There may be things like old magical spells on a location, from as simple as an alarm spell that was simply never disarmed, to something larger. They're acting up, and unfortunately, they're affecting our magic. Now, down below, we had uncovered a recent area of the Starwell here that was causing some concern, and we've unfortunately had to seal it. If you're willing to remain here for the next couple of weeks until we can reopen the area below, we would like you to go in, determine the source, and permanently deal with it.
I don't know if we can stay a couple weeks. We've got other business, but
If you're going to be in the area, just think about it.
reckon we can do that.
Possibly come back at that.
You say, it's below the Starwell.
This entire tower is the Starwell,
Okay, so
and this may be useful for you to know. The actual Starwell itself is at the very top of the tower. The tower is known for the Starwell.
right. So underneath this tower,
Hmm?
you found, well, you sealed off what you think is the source of this disturbance.
Yes, the Starwell here was originally used by the Arwellan Empire's mages, sorcerers, wizards, and the like. We, over the centuries, thought we had found more or less all of the hidden passages that they had sealed up, but we had recently discovered a hidden wall. It was knocked down completely by accident, although there was an investigation in the area due to some magical disturbances. This is where we found that sealed off section. They hid it up quite well.
See.
So, did you actually get a look at the area before it was sealed off?
We sent some staff members down to take a look, but they did not return. Well, with the one exception, he did return badly burned.
Was he able to tell you what he saw?
Not before he passed away, no. Which led to us having to seal it shut. Now we are gathering a few different... Well, right now, it's remained down there with no issue for centuries. We are waiting for the winter break to come when there are no students in this area before we do a full investigation, just to be safe. And it's, I suppose, a bit reductive to say it, but our staff who would normally go down and investigate are currently busy preparing finals.
I see. Well, let me certainly give it a look. But
I'll take a look down there.
Well, right now, magically sealed, and I will absolutely not open it up until the winter break has started and all of our students have left the campus.
Understood.
What is it filled with?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What is it sealed with?
We've placed a magical... We have done two things.
How can we break it? That's not in character.
I'm just gonna be like, you're gonna wait 2 weeks.
Now, we've used our magic to place the stone back, and we've done stone shaping to put the wall back, and we've also placed a magical barrier around it.
See. Great, good job.
Yes. I'm sorry, who are you? Tabaxi, you, if I'm not mistaken, apparently have some measure of mage, wizard, or sorcerer, perhaps, is my guess?
Yes, I am a wizard. I go by the name of Kit's Fluff.
Kit's Fluff. Interesting. Where did you learn your magic, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, that is actually a secret. I'm so sorry. I met a wizard in my travels, but I cannot disclose his name.
Interesting. You took you on as an apprentice? That was the original way they taught magic, but as far as I was aware, it was vastly undone by magical academies.
Yes, well, my master was a bit of a rogue. He didn't like to follow the rules, and he instilled much of that in me too.
Well, it's not so much the rules, per se. It's more efficient to learn. You gain a broader breadth of knowledge by going to the academy, as opposed to simply learning from one single magical teacher.
Yes, I have heard this, and I think my book could have been bigger, but I did not have a lot of options. I grew up with from very humble beginnings in the forest tribe.
Well, interesting. If you're interested in actually applying to the academy, the institute here, we would... Well, it would require an application and, of course, tuition, but if you could manage that, we would be able to bring you on as a student, expand your knowledge, your magical spells. There's a lot to do with magical theory that's also interesting, and this is also an institute of cutting-edge magical research.
Yes, I heard this.
So while they're talking, can I start like poking around the room and
Yes.
looking at their
Yes, you
stats?
can.
But how much does it cost? Because, like I said, from humble beginnings, I don't.
Well, if I might step in here, we are representatives of the Crossed Blades Guild, operating out of Axfall, and it behoove us on more than one operation to it just kind of
That's in character.
shoots Kaido a dirty look.
Come on, you can't use words like behoove near me. What the fuck?
What
Next
I'm
thing you're gonna
driving
say is
at
our
here
duty
we
is
could use
to
a membership
duty.
long term as a group, if that's anything we might be able to negotiate sometime.
Well, we could possibly see. Now, tuition here is... Now, we actually have students coming from all across the globe. Viderheim is a large country, but sparsely populated. We're not strictly known for much, but we are known for the star well across the entire known world. So, tuition is expensive. You would be looking at approximately 500 gold a semester.
And what kind of a degree
What can I get for 2 silver?
amount? Good one.
You can mop the floor.
That's usually what they give back for one of their fucking textbooks.
Yeah. What kind of certification after one semester?
I nothing. It's one semester of research would be.
I see. Yes, it is these institutions. I'm better off. I have a small library at home. I do well.
These guys are inveterate hagglers. How about we circle back around to this when we have the kind of money where it's worth discussing?
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for the offer.
While this is going on, you're all discussing. Fiffle, what would you like to poke around at?
God.
They're there talking, and we're in a room, and in that room, I assume there are shelves.
Oh yeah, yeah. Besides
items.
like that little kind of like garden, there's numerous bookshelves. There are cabinets with drawers. The cabinets themselves have glass, but they are shut. Inside, you see like stones. You see like magical ingredients. You see things like vials that are just like in wooden, like something to keep like a wooden. What would you call it? Like what you put like little vials in if you're in chemistry.
Test tubes?
You see just all sorts of like things, wands, stabs, orbs to be pondered, a closet, everything that
orb in there again? No, Dad.
everything.
A lot of valuable stuff.
Yeah.
Is there anything laying around that they may have like left unsecured? Like a cabinet that didn't quite shut all the way. Or...
Make an investigation check as you attempt to parse this information out. Yeah, you're actually able to find a cabinet that doesn't have a lock on it.
Cool. What's in there?
Inside, you see. It's basically just 3 glass vials. The liquids inside are different colors. You see one that's blue, you see one that's brown, and you see one that's kind of it's like a pale red.
Yeah. Those look like colored liquids that I'm going to take.
Oh boy.
Let me just make the note of that. All right.
Oh boy.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand roll to try and just stealthily grab that.
Yes.
Fiffle tries to open that. The archmage there, though, talking to you. You there. I wouldn't recommend going into that cabinet. It's cursed.
I was just shutting it for you.
I wouldn't touch it. It's cursed. I'm doing a research on curses and counter curses there. You'd probably die.
Oh. Next time, warn him a couple seconds later, would you?
I'm gonna inside this guy. I think he's full of shit.
Oh God.
Just telling the truth as far as you're aware. He's really confident when he says it.
What kind of curse? That sounds
Pickle
awful.
kind of slowly withdraws his hand from the cursed cabinet.
That sounds super interesting. What kind of curse?
Well, there's numerous magical defenses that can be placed on, and a lot have been left by previous Arwellan mages. So I decided to go with the worst one I could think of and start with a power word kill curse.
Wow. So you're saying he could have in a couple more seconds have been a pile of dust.
Well, it wouldn't have killed him. He'd left a body.
Doesn't dust technically count as a body?
Not for the purpose of bringing it back from the dead. Unless you had a wish spell.
I'm a caster of my own stripe, and I can do some things to restore a corpse, but it's got to be fresh, and it's got to be mostly intact.
Well, I can assure you it would be fresh and intact, but he definitely would be a corpse.
It would also be expensive, so don't go deciding what the other side looks like, or deciding you want to see what the other side looks like. I could tell you if you're curious. I could show you if you're real curious.
If you are interested in those vials, though, that's just some alchemical equipment I had lying around that I was conveniently able to curse. It's meaningless.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
But yes, please don't try and steal anything from here. Besides
any-
just testing, I do make sure to protect my supplies quite as any wizard worth their salt would.
Otto's
Would you
gonna,
happen to
Otto's gonna
circling
look at-
back?
Otto is gonna look at Lucian and then snicker. I'm
Circling
sorry.
back to discussing fellowships. Is there anything where we could work in kind with the academy? You know, take care of duties that require a little bit of adventure or muscle to do. Any sort of partnerships or bettings that long term might help us get access to research materials that we could use.
You're actually in luck, yes. The Institute of Arcane is interested in securing the services of an adventuring group, and we would have various missions, quests, if you would call it that, that you could partake for us. And in return, beyond just standard payment, there are other ways we could help you.
I'd be interested in that. We're gonna be in town for a couple days on our travels before we come back around. If there's anything on a short turnaround, we might be able to help you out right away.
I'll tell you what. If you can come back and we can have you deal with the issue of the recently uncovered area down below, if you are able to successfully solve that, we'll call that your initiation test, your application, so to speak.
Sounds good to me. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you. Anyway, I must be going now. I have lots and lots of paperwork to unfortunately handle.
See you in a couple weeks for your.
Yes. Well, anyway, just
Did he give us his name?
This
I-
is
this is the Archmage.
Slive, right?
Yeah, I knew
No,
he-
no, you already talked to Sline.
Yeah, different guy. Sorry.
Yeah, like I know he's the head of the institute, but I didn't know if you gave a name. I don't remember one.
This is Zupen. This is Archmage Zupen. Here.
C-U-P-A-N?
Xupan.
Zupan.
Japan. Oh, oui. I am Lucian.
He's gonna hate him just on principle.
Lucian.
Only one of us can have a shitty accent.
I defer to Lucian.
Don't say that about Graham.
Nice.
Anyway, he points you out the hall and just tells you to go right down the stairs.
Tells you to pound rocks.
Heading down the stairs, you don't really remember going up that many stairs, but it's a lot of stairs to go down.
Lucian can just jump down and cast levitate on himself or fall.
This isn't there's no like open area here. You're simply going down like a thin corridor that just spirals down and down and down, and you walk it down for probably a good 5 minutes.
Where's the elevator in this place?
And it's good to stretch my legs after being cooped up on the boat.
Yeah. What, running from the guards wasn't enough stretching?
Graham goes for his flask.
I pat Graham on the back. Save it for more important reasons to drink.
Well, if you pack of frothing animals want to cause some trouble, I'm of a mind myself, but we're doing it the right way. If you're interested, I'm challenging that son of a bitch to a duel.
Wait, who are you?
I'm saying that to the party, and he's referring to the count. If you're interested in watching, I plan to beat the tar off that guy.
I don't watch.
Man, you wouldn't catch him anywhere without guards, though. It's gonna be a rumble.
Oh no, I'm sending him a challenge by letter. I'm not just gonna sneak in and knock him over the head.
he wants a fair fight.
I mostly just want the son of a bitch to account for his bullshit.
I mean, you could probably find him at the local inn anyway. He doesn't have a house.
Graham actually laughs at that. Suppose he doesn't. No, he's gonna get this by post, and for that matter, I'm gonna send a letter to the Duke too, and let him know that we saw that army massing. Either they're there for us or they're not there for us, but either way, it ain't good.
He's kind of salty about not being named the Duke, so I could see that he would be trying to start some trouble for the Duke.
Well, that's the thing. If he's acting in open rebellion, that's a hell of a thing to try with whatever levy he's got. If he's going after us, he'd be marching to Voxfall and trying to drag us out of there, which I'm not sure the Duke would appreciate if that was for us. And, I mean, evidence aside, I don't feel like we're important enough to merit muster in a whole army.
It would undermine his authority if he just let them walk in and take us. So yeah, I'd let the Duke know. Let me one bit.
But either way, the Duke's getting a warning, and the Count's getting a challenge.
Okay. Graham has written 2 different letters.
A strongly worded letter and a letter of observation and warning that there's something up in Drindir.
Don't mix up the letters, Graham.
Graham is actually also, just to twist the knife more, going to mention in the letter to the Count that I know, or that the Duke has been made aware that you're mustering your forces, just to piss him off a little more.
Okay. You have 2 different letters. What would you like to do with them? How would you like to?
How much does it cost to post things? Because I might actually have to get a little pocket money before I do that. I'm Nebraska flat broke.
Heading to a local office for the Trail Wardens. Clerk there sees you. Yes. All right, we can send letters for free. And it goes as quick as horseback. Or we can do some priority mail if you want.
How much would the priority run me?
Looks at your letters. Going to the Duke, it cost a gold.
I'll cover it, friend.
Unfortunately,
I'll cover it
a
for
little
you.
light right now.
I'll cover it for you.
Thank you kindly.
And going to priority letter for the Count would cost you 5 silver.
No, that son of a bitch can get it by horse.
All right. He takes a little stamp and just puts a wax seal stamp for the Duke's letter, indicating it is priority.
Nice.
All right, so go down river. You should have it in a couple of days. Duke will have this in Drindir, or the Count will have this in Drindir in 3-4 days, probably.
Perfect. So, in the letter to the Duke, I don't want to write it out word for word, but basically it's just saying, we ran into this situation in Drindir. There was involvement by the Blades, but we became known when I went up to warn them before the damn place blew up. He's very polite. He's actually very well written, even if he's a little rough around the edges. And also telling him, by the way, we saw him mustering an army either to extradite us or to muster an army for other purposes, and you should know about it. And the one to the Count is, you know, that very specific tone of politely insulting that, like, historical letters between rivals have had?
Yeah.
Basically that. Like, calling him out for, like, biting the hand that saved his life and demanding accountability for his actions. I demand satisfaction, etc., and challenging him to a duel. And also throws in mentioning it to the Duke, and that if he just elects to ignore this, then it's going to be posted where all of those wanted posters were in his town, so everyone in his own city will know what a coward he is.
And then at the bottom, you can just put P.S. You have tiny dick energy.
Signed, Fiffle.
That's great.
And what's especially funny, he only knows Fiffle as Mickey Rat Sauce, so he's like, who the fuck is Fiffle?
All right, that is Grumpy Graham done, and after that, he actually looks like he's in a better mood.
Nice. Love it.
Feels kind of nice being a dick. No wonder you guys do this so much.
Oh my god. Does he say that in character?
Maybe.
Oh my god, character development, character growth.
Character
I was in shock,
devolution.
and he's like, I was in shock, and he's like, here, I have to fix this tricorn for him, so it's like,
I know.
Wore him down to your level.
I've never felt closer to Graham.
I mean, really, this just teaches Graham he's got to get like tricorns for everybody. It's like positive reinforcement. Or you have to get a tricorn.
Hat, don't you?
Or you have to get a tricorn for Graham. It's like, Graham, we'll give you the tricorn if you do a little bit of chaos.
If you do a little crime.
That work? I would be so surprised if that works.
No, Graham's already got a nice hat.
True. The one with the candle on it.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah.
So we didn't go back and talk to Slime yet, right?
no.
Okay.
Mr. Slime.
Well, we told him we would let him know if he decided to go through with the dragon thing.
No, okay.
All right. What would you all like to do now?
Well, we can,
We should all go to the bar and watch Lucy and beg Rebecca for forgiveness.
Or what? I didn't do anything wrong.
Not right. Very practiced at saying that line for some reason. I have no memory of that, officer.
I don't know what I'm looking for. Whatever.
Is there any opportunity we have to make small money doing small day, like couple days side quests? Because we could use that.
Yeah, make an investigation roll.
I'll assist. I'll look also.
Okay.
You can do it twice.
Yeah, you can do it at advantage.
Oh,
Okay. Graham, you don't find anything that would be maybe suitable for adventure, but you definitely find like places offering to give a little work for basically like traveling workers.
Detailers and whatnot.
Find people who are willing to pay laborers who will move boxes and crates and the like. People who are willing to pay for like anyone who can do cooking for a couple of days. Pay for anybody who is willing to do any kind of cheap like labor that would normally be handled by the guilds, but it's like off the books, like don't involve the guilds for cheaper things like something that require like training or experience, like blacksmithing or glassworking or things like that.
Is there anything? I guess I could go check out the religious section of town, see if there's any spiritual crap going on.
Yeah, you find a small. Yeah, like it's a bigger city, so it does have like a larger temple. And it's not as it's smaller. It's less grand than like the temple that would be in Vaxfall, which would just be like massive and have been. Well, it's not covered in gems anymore, but it's definitely looks like it's designed to look like it's covered in gems. But this temple is to the faith of the Grand Old Ones, and it does have small areas in it dedicated to gods that aren't worshipped as heavily in Viderheim, but are maybe seen elsewhere in the world. You do see you would see a cleric there, just kind of lighting a number of candles at various shrines and giving small prayers.
Candle enthusiast.
Is this Yankee Candle?
Yankee Candle is the best COVID response system we currently have in America. Have you guys heard about that? Like, sorry
No.
to sidebar, but Yankee Candles getting 1-star reviews because people can't smell them is
That's
a strong
hilarious.
correlating factor with COVID outbreaks.
That's fucking great.
It's depressing as hell, but it's also like, wow, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
It is.
But yeah, the cleric, doesn't really see you. He's just kind of busy lighting the candles. Just has like a little tiny like lighter. Well, not a lighter, but like a little piece of wood with a lit flame on it that he's going around to the various candles and just lighting them for looks to be like what's approaching evening service.
Graham is content to watch for a little while. If
Okay.
you want to cut to somebody else, because I just did that whole letter thing.
Sure. What's everybody else doing? Did anybody even go with Graham, or is Graham by himself, alone and vulnerable?
Alone and
Was the-
religious.
Graham was
So-
writing letters about stuff. I was not there.
Yeah, Graham was writing a letter to the Duke, warning him about the Count, and a letter to the Count, warning him that
Challenging
he.
him to a fucking duel.
Nice.
I'm so proud of you, Graham.
I approve of this mischief, but I was not involved in letter writing unless they were fake letters.
You can forge a very realistic-looking fake letter.
It'd be a real fake letter.
Real fake doors.
Fake doors.
Ooh wee.
What is Fiffle up to?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's no. I mean, there's unending mischief that one can get up to.
Current
I don't feel that I have any regular scheduled mischief in this town.
Okay. Fiffle's just kind of walking down the street with everybody else.
Yeah, tagging along.
Hey, Fiffle, actually, you hear somebody shout out to you. Hey, I know you.
Oh no.
Piffle keeps his face impassive, but shifts his eyes to see who yelled that out.
This would be a gnome.
Do I recognize this gnome?
Make a intelligence check. Oh yeah. It's a little hazy, but you remember through your drugged out haze, you did actually like meet this gnome at one point. Yeah, you.
And is this a positive memory?
Yeah.
You're not really sure, honestly.
Good follow-up question though. Did I fuck this guy over somehow?
Well, where's my money?
Oh no.
I'm sorry, what?
You promised me if I went and you cleaned every chimney here, you'd give me 1,000 gold.
I said no such thing.
You said if I cleaned them while they were lit, you get me 1,000 gold, and you called me a coward because I said I didn't want to do it, so I did it. And now I'm here for my gold.
I did no such thing, and I don't know who you are, sir.
Yeah, I do know you though.
What's my name then?
Fiffle.
Oh shit.
What did I miss? I had to go yell at kids.
See, that's not my name. My name is Mickey. Mickey Rat Sauce.
Yeah, you said that was the other name. You said you go by Mickey sometimes, but you're known as Fiffle primarily. Fiffle Tulip.
Now, why would I say a thing like that if my name was Piffle?
Well, you're pretty sure you're high at the time.
You tell
he
quite the
definitely
tale,
knows you.
sir. You tell quite the tall tale, sir. No.
Well, why would I know your name
My
if
good
you
gnome.
didn't? You got a group of other gnomes here who saw.
Oh shit! I know exactly where we are.
Gang war.
You got about a dozen gnomes, and you said you give us 1,000 gold if we all cleaned the chimneys while they were lit, because you called us cowards, so we did it. And now we're here for the money.
Can you actually claim money?
So I mean, I don't remember any of this.
You were a little drugged up at the time.
Is there like a written contract for this?
Was this a session where I was not here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were hallucinating all over town.
Yeah.
You gotten exposed to some rather horrifying drugs.
Surprise!
By accident.
All right. Well, being as I don't remember any of this, I'm denying everything.
Alright. I'll tell you what. You say you didn't get the money, you'd at least marry my sister.
Deal.
What?
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 You gotta wait.
What about your sister?
And my sister, she can't find a husband, and she wants a husband. You said you'd marry her if we did it and you didn't have the gold. So, it can be the gold or the marriage. We can get you a priest, we can get you a cleric right now to get this all sorted out.
Can I incite him to see how serious he is?
Go ahead.
He's super serious.
Graham is just
It
taking
seems
a
to be
moment
telling the
bask
truth.
in the glory of somebody else's problem. Normally this is me.
How much gold is this? I might have missed that.
1,000.
How much?
So,
1,000 gold.
yeah. I maintain that I don't know him and none of this happened.
Okay, go make a persuasion check, as you don't remember enough to strictly be a lie.
Ho ho.
Okay. Alright, he's gonna do a little thing
My
of his
good
own.
gnome, sir. I swear to you that I've never met you before, and I have no memory of these marriage arrangements and
Dang, I thought you were the guy.
chimney sweeping activities of which you mentioned.
You look so much like him. Ah, I burned my ass doing it too.
I get that a lot. I don't feel bad. I look like a lot of halflings. It's, well, we're all short, is what I'm saying.
You're not just saying this because you don't want to marry a gnome, is it?
That's nonsense.
Alright.
You should at least meet her. I mean, come on.
Real.
Oh, you seem interested in marrying a gnome?
How can you say no? You don't even know her. Give love a chance.
Or
Do you just assume everyone's marriageable until proven otherwise?
Yes.
Oh no, this is the start of the Rebecca's gonna be a jealous leg of the story.
I'm gonna take that notepad out again and start taking notes again because this seems pretty vital.
I mean,
Wait.
my colleague here might like to meet your sister.
Nah, she'd never marry a cat.
Damn, that's fucking racist.
Why not? We're very clean.
I knew a girl's father that was like that. It was not a good relationship.
You're a little tall, don't you think? We live in Gnome Town.
Yes, but you know, opposites attract. I can get on all fours.
You know what?
Almost
Graham takes a big swig.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
it was nice
you know what?
talking to you.
We should just leave Lucy to negotiate this marriage, and we should all just leave.
Yeah, I'll talk to her. I'll see if she wants to marry you. What's your name there, cat?
Oh no, I know.
My God.
But we can just say hello. I mean, she seems lonely. We can make her a friend.
No, what's your name, cat? I'll tell her. We'll meet you out. We'll put you...
Fluff. What is your name?
Kit Fluff. It's Sly. Sly Marbo.
Nice.
Welp, you better marry that gnome.
Why? What is this? Sly?
Sly Marbo is literally Rambo in Warhammer 40k.
Oh shit.
Sly Rambo.
Kit Fluff, huh? Alright, well. I'll go tell her you're interested and we'll see what she says.
I did not say I was interested. I just said we should say hello.
You know, you said you're interested, so I'm gonna go tell her.
I heard interested.
You can get in contact with him by talking to Rebecca at the...
Oh no.
Chaos reigns. Huh. So this is what it's like on the other side of this conundrum.
when you're not the one that suffers?
Yeah, no. It almost makes sense that why you do all this.
Yes.
Almost.
I almost
Where are we headed?
Yeah, in Kit Fluff over here is loaded with gold.
Well, not loaded, but got a bit.
Actually, no, Graham, you're not even there. You're like
Oh,
at
that's
the...
right, I'm not.
Graham's just like, my ears, they're
I
burning.
mean, he's just getting that fuzzy feeling, like he attributes it to being in a place of worship, but it's like, no, it's just a bad thing happening to somebody else for a change.
Alright. What's everyone else doing? I imagine they were just with Fiffle as this whole thing has occurred.
Hey, where were we headed?
We were looking for work, like for a day or so, but there's not really anything adventure-y to do.
You said there was cooking jobs? Maybe I could do a cooking job.
Yeah, you found Graham was able to find various jobs and let the team know before he went to the temple. So he did let Fern know that there was like a cooking job.
Well, I'll go look at. I'll go like find the person who posted the cooking job, I guess.
Sure. Fern, you head to a small tavern. This one is known as the Rumbling Stomach. And you see outside is a picture of a rotund gentleman, and he is listening to his stomach as it makes a bunch of like noise. You see like the little lines going off to indicate noise is being heard.
The Adeptus Rumblus.
Inside, you do see a human bartender. Short hair, bald, kind of scruffy beard, muscular arms. Yeah, I can help you.
Hi, I saw your post for your cook job. I'll be in town for a couple of days while I'm waiting for my plate to be repaired.
Good, yeah. Yeah, previous chef, skipped town on me, so I need somebody to cover while I get somebody new in. So if you can take care of it, I'll be able to pay you.
Cool. How much?
I'll give you 5 silver a day.
It's not a bad day's work.
Okay, for 2 days. That's not bad. So wait, it'll be today and tomorrow, right?
Yep. Okay.
Sure, yeah, I can cook for you.
Good.
It's cooking time.
All right, you make. Yeah, we're gonna send in the orders. So you gotta make it. So we can do mutton, beef, chicken. You make potatoes, lots of fish. You good with all that?
Yeah.
And your mutt stays outside.
Okay, or I can stay outside.
Aurora, with the little scarf wrapped around her head, just kind of waddles outside.
I remember this.
Her scarf.
Aurora can be a spit turning dog temporarily.
Yeah, they actually had those. Although she's a little big for that. Fern, for the first day, please go ahead and do cooking utensils roll.
Which attribute?
Wisdom. Fern, you're able to whip up a really good meal. It's a lot. Like, definitely get a lot of orders coming in, especially as your first few meals go out and people start ordering seconds, and then word gets out and more people are coming in. The bartender at the end of the night comes back. You did good work there. You made good food. I'm going to give you an extra bit of money. So he hands you an additional 5 silver for a total of 1 gold.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, you do that again and you earned it. That's just first night. You keep that up for the second night. Hey, maybe I'll offer you a full-time gig here.
We all just retire from adventuring.
Just to cook in a tavern or whatever. Well, thank you. Well, I'll be moving on in a day or so, so I'll definitely be back tomorrow.
All right. Yep, it's always got an open bar if you need it.
Thank you.
We pride ourselves on our cleanliness.
You didn't wash your hands, did you? You want to make sure everyone gets the natural bacteria.
No, I definitely washed them.
Yeah. Herd immunity.
What's Alright, we'll go back to Graham real quick, who has watched the cleric finish lighting the candles. At this point, finishing, the cleric turns, notices you. Oh, hello there. You're a little early for evening service. How may I help you?
Good evening. I'm just a traveler on the road, or the boat, as it were, and we're stopping over for a couple of days, and I thought I would check out the quarter here. I'm a man of faith myself.
Oh, well, please come in then. Who do you serve?
I'm with the Church of Eidos.
Oh, Eidos. Yes, from Eidos. That's a bit of a distance. Not really seen much on Viderheim here, and I believe even in the country of her worship, she's not the most well-known, but it's always good to meet a member traveling so far.
The call finds who it finds, and as I'm sure you can guess by my accent, I'm no local to
Yes, yes, no, your accent certainly gave it away, but we welcome everyone from all walks of life here.
I'm happy to hear that. As it happens, I kind of went out on a wander looking for some temporary work, kind of fill the coffers while we're waiting here. But if there's anything you could use a hand with, compensated or otherwise, I'd be happy to assist.
Well, not particularly, unless, of course, you're willing to do a little bit of, put a little legwork in or use some muscles to move some equipment or various supplies around. We have sacks of grain that we are giving out to the poor as part of our service. We have various repair work that need to be done here or there.
I think I might be able to help you out with those. What kind of repairs are we talking?
Oh, woodwork primarily. That's what we normally see. Temple sees so many visitors, and unfortunately, while they are respectful, accidents happened. Wood splinters, breaks. Could also use people to bring in more coal for the fire. Or if you have any donations of clothing, we'd be happy to accept that.
I've done a little bit of groundskeeping in my time. I could certainly help move some supplies around and maybe split some wood if that's necessary.
Of course, we always could stand to get some wood chopped, letting it dry to be firewood for next year. I can't pay you much, but I can certainly give you a silver for, say, a day's work.
I think I could do that. If nothing else, it'll be a nice little getaway from a day job, as it were.
Ah, well. He points you out back, and there is a stump with an axe and some, basically some pieces of wood there that need to be chopped. Yes, if you can.
Graham will begin the lumber splitting minigame.
Go ahead, give me an athletics roll to see how long you can last.
Uh-huh.
Not
bad.
Graham, you're actually able to split the wood, move it, and place it in a pile in a small shed to let it dry. And you're able to manage that for really the entire time he asked you to. At the end, having split every piece of wood there was, he hands you a single silver. And please stay for evening service if you so desire.
I think I'd like that. Graham will sit in on service.
During the service, an older cleric comes out and gives a sermon relating to the various grand old ones, asking for the protection of the various ones that they. Let me see here. Basically, giving prayer to Tyrell, the god of justice and order, as well as hoping that Nona, the goddess of spring and beauty, comes and provides a short winter, hoping that it would be Leha, the god of death and disease, stays away, and that Skalta, the goddess of winter and darkness, is kind enough to give them a short and easy winter. And throughout that, Graham is able to, listen to the sermon. It's a good sermon. Nothing he hasn't heard before. But it's uplifting, and enough people come in to, fill the various, temple.
They have a guest speaker. It's Gar Deepfell.
The guest speaker tells of the tale of the dung beetle that rolled up the biggest ball of dung.
Yes.
What's everybody else doing while Fern is cooking? Graham is helping at the temple.
What would a Kaido thing to do? What would be a Kaido thing to do?
Honestly, anything. I feel like it's a dartboard of bad decisions.
It's more of a roulette wheel, but it keeps landing on skip a turn.
Okay, so I have a book with me now that is just the most helpful tips on how to pick up chicks. Tips on picking up chicks.
Okay.
Helped co-written by Lucian. So I'm going to go ahead and take. No, that's a bad idea.
Wow, when you say it's a bad idea, that's having pretty bad.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. I was
What
going to
did
say
we
I'm going
just
to go.
dodge?
I don't know. We're not wanted in this town. Maybe I shouldn't.
Please keep it that way.
Who's responsible in this group that I could just tag along with? Graham is praying. Piffle, you're pretty responsible. What are you doing right now?
I was terrified he might pick me.
I've just been tagging along. I'm just here being responsible old Piffle.
Nice. That's exactly what I need. A chaperone.
So what would you like me to chaperone you for?
No, I just was going to tag along with whatever you were doing. What are you doing, Otto?
I don't know yet. I was probably gonna take one of those moving jobs for a couple days. Make some extra money.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a job. I'm gonna take an odd job.
Yeah,
Is there
see,
like a
everybody's doing jobs and stuff. Piffle doesn't want a job.
I need money. I have 2 silver, and I keep getting into situations where I need money.
He's just gonna take the money from people that do the jobs.
Only there was some way you could fix that problem.
Well, you
Thought about
guys
it
are trying
really
to do
hard.
jobs. Piffle is going to gamble.
I like
Okay.
that. I like that a
So,
lot.
Kaido,
Yes.
now, our friends are going to try to work for money.
Right.
If you wish, I'll show you other ways to get money without working.
Absolutely. I'm gonna take out a new notepad now.
Lucian's ears perk
Get,
up too.
get rich quick schemes.
Now,
Co-written by Piffle.
Schemes?
basically what we're going to do is we're going to gamble and we're going to cheat.
Okay. All right. I can put
Oh,
down
not
2
again.
silver. This is my starting budget.
Okay,
I mean
that's
too.
not-
I mean
that's
too.
not
This
very
sounds
much.
fun.
That good feeling
so
is
Kaido,
gone
what you're gonna
from
wanna do-
Graham.
Uh-huh.
Piffle kind of looks down the street to the corner of the alleyway where there's some people playing dice.
Okay.
Inevitably,
Yeah. Piffle, you're able to
Uh,
find this easily enough. You're a rogue.
with your 2 silver, Kaido,
Mhm.
that's the game for you right there.
Let's go. I'm ready. Any
Okay.
tips, tricks, cheats?
Yes, what you're gonna want to do is take these dice that I spent time carving out of the boat,
Okay.
and you're gonna want to use these ones.
These ones. Only these ones.
Yes.
What if they push me to use different ones?
Well, then you're gonna need to talk your way out of that.
I can do that. Look at this tricorn I have. It just exudes authority. Okay.
So use
I'm
these
gonna.
special dice,
Uh-huh.
and everything will be fine.
All right. So I follow step by step what Piffle just told me to do.
Okay.
Piffle, meanwhile,
Nice.
Piffle leaves. Piffle leaves you there.
Naturally, we don't want to cause anybody to get curious.
Why is this?
Lucian overheard this and wants to join Kaita.
Is this
Nice.
slowly turning into
Nothing to say.
training day? The end of training day?
It's slowly turning into training day, but also he's like the orc captain from Dawn of War Retribution, just showing up with his fancy hat.
Well, Kaido, Piffle has pointed you towards a dice game.
Okay.
Um,
and apparently Lucian's coming with me too.
Yeah. Yeah, you gentlemen approach, it's a group, it's some orcs, a Goliath, a couple of dwarves.
Nice.
So yeah, it's like 3 orcs, 1 Goliath,
Uh-huh.
and 1 dwarf.
Mhm.
And they're all just kind of squatting around, tossing dice.
Fireball. I'm
Nice.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I like to get in there all puffy-chested with my 2 silver and say, "Put me down on the next round."
You gotta
2
get.
silver.
Hold on.
Huh.
One of the orcs goes up, sizes you up. He's a tall orc. He's probably like 6'5".
Okay.
Goes down to you. We gotta get the boss to take a look at you first.
For a bet of 2 silver, you're gonna bring the pit boss out here? Jesus.
This ain't no pit boss. This is our boss, the finger breaker.
A finger breaker. Sounds great. I'd love to meet him.
All right, come on, boss. Someone wants to get into this game. Small,
Fingers.
thin man. The door to a building slams open, and out comes what you see is a small gnome, a scar on his eye. He's got a little sap at his waist. He's got his suspenders. Just kind of puts his thumbs in them. Thin man, all right. You want in? You got 2 silver? Let's roll them bones then.
All right, sounds great. I get my loaded dice out.
Oh no, buddy. We use my dice.
Well, wait a minute now. All right, here I am, putting down money. Right.
You're putting down 2 silver.
That's a week's wage for some people out there. I don't
No,
like
it
the
ain't.
tone you're
I set this up so good.
I'll tell you what. We'll use your die,
Perfect.
and I'll go first.
How about roll a die for who goes first, but in the roll die to figure out who goes first, I go first. Or better yet, we all use our own dice. See, my grandmother got me these dice, and they're so special to me.
Oh, grandma rat sauce.
We ground her up into dust, and we solidified her into dice. Jesus, this got dark.
So, if I'm to understand this, those are your grandma's dice, but also your grandma then died and became the same pair of dice.
Yes, it's a generational thing. The dice get bigger and bigger every generation because we keep adding maternal mother figures to them. I don't know where I'm going with, but that's exactly why I need to use these dice.
Make a persuasion check.
Does it have to be persuasion? Can it be something like Arcana, maybe?
Or it could be deception if you would like.
Deception?
Yeah.
Okay, or what was the other one? Persuasion?
Persuasion.
It's the same fucking roll.
The Model T in any color you like, just as long as it's black.
All right, yeah. We can roll off on who goes first using our own dice. I agree to that.
Okay.
With one caveat. We're going to use Talva rules. Lowest goes first.
How are these dice loaded? Fuck. All right, I guess we're gonna.
People gave me some dice he carved up while he was on the boat. Dog.
Can I do like a sleight of hand or a stealth to just do a quick roll in my hand to see, like a mock roll in my hand to see if it's gonna be either a high or low number right before I play this?
Do a sleight of hand, yeah.
All right, just a quick roll of the dice right in my hand.
Jeremy, I want to say you're a fucking artist.
11.
What you rolling there for, buddy?
It's just, some people blow on their dice. I like to pre-roll my dice, get it all warmed up.
Looks like it rolled a 6. It's a little hard to tell because it's like cupped in your hand, but
Yeah. All right. You know what? We're gonna. Okay. I mean, I don't have a choice here. All right. Did I say my dice? I think for the pre-roll we should use a set of one set of dice to keep it fair.
You can smack Skyto. Just roll the dice. Let's go.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll the dice.
All right. Well, I'm going first, so he grabs your dice and he rolls them. And let me just do a thing real quick.
We're gonna roll a d6 with advantage to represent loaded dice.
Yep. Yeah, and it rolls a 6. Oh, looks like I win. He just rolls two. He just rolls 2 6s.
Looks like if you examine these dice too closely, you'll see that every face is labeled 6.
Yeah, then in that case, yeah, he just rolls 2 6s.
Okay, so I guess it's my turn now to roll off, right?
Well, I won. I got you 2 silver.
I thought we were rolling to see who goes first.
No, I decided I want to go first.
Oh, this guy sucks.
Lucian slips Kaito another 2 silver. Go, do this.
All right, so I have another 2 silver there.
Okay.
I'd like to go first this time, if that's all right.
I went first last time. Go first this time.
All right. Want to go ahead and throw the 2 dice?
They roll 2 6s.
Beautiful.
Oh, got a pot of 4. All right. Puts in 2 silver. Grabs your dice. rolls 2 6s. You know, this is a little suspect.
I would like to put down another 2.
Nope. That's breaking. Let's take our 4 silver and leave.
All right. Actually, how about we double or nothing? Right. Ready?
He
For a
takes the
real man's
dice
game.
because they rolled 2 6s each time, like 3 times in a row.
Mhm.
He's looking at it. You know, your die. Each face has 6 on it.
Back from where I come from, we play this game called Sixes.
He snaps his fingers. Like 2 orcs go next to you, and they just like kind of grab your arm, and like they put it on the ground. Now you can
Did
attempt to do
not
something.
tell me about this part.
You could attempt to do something if you want.
I will attempt to do what I do best and persuade them to let me go. Well, now. All right, I think this.
He pulls out the sap and he's looking at your hand. Thump. Thump. So, you got anything to say?
I'm quickly starting to realize why your name is Fingerbreaker,
Yeah?
and I would like to go ahead and propose a new nickname, which would be, Finger. Not breaker. Finger savior. A person who does not like to break fingers, but instead likes to give him a second chance.
See, I don't like to break fingers. Breaking fingers is like a calling to me, see? It's like...
You should set your sights a little bit higher than just a,
He's right, boys. I should break his legs.
Fuck. I would like to
Try.
What? I'm gonna have to get out of this situation. So I'm going to try to activate my winged boots and try to escape upward. Fly upward.
Yeah, go and make either an athletics or an acrobatics roll to just get out of the orc's hold.
What is it? An acrobatics or a...
Athletics or acrobatics to attempt to escape their grapple.
It is.
Okay. And let me just do a quick D20 for the both of them. Yeah. You're able to, especially because you're using wing boots, you just kind of like clip them together and just kind of shoot up.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna fly away at this point. This is a whole entire dud scenario. I'm either gonna get the mob after me. I'm gonna fly away, and I'm gonna try to find Piffle.
And Lucian
looks around and looks up and just bolts.
The gnome grabs the 4 silver, the 2 from Kaido and the 2 from Lucian, and just pockets it and heads back inside.
This was
I think that went pretty well.
I think all in all, this is what they mean by you win some and you lose some.
I mean, you're still alive. You still have your fingers not broken, so I guess you won.
I guess so.
Your fingers won.
My fingers did win. I'm gonna find Piffle and I'm gonna ask him. That didn't go exactly as planned.
Piffle is like down the street in a bar playing cards.
Fiffle, you have won at cards 2 gold.
Sick.
Sick.
Have you realized you're the mark yet?
I did not realize that yet. Piffle, quick thing.
Yeah.
1, didn't win. But I learned a valuable lesson. 2, I may be wanted by the mob. Is this normal?
Yes, actually, all of that is completely normal.
Perfect.
Usually you end up with more money than you started with, though. Did you get that part down?
See, I actually won. They got jealous, is what I'm getting out of the situation. I doubled my money, and then I had to escape. Also, your dice, they seem to be a little weird. Honest mistake, I'm sure. But they all have 6s on them. And what I learned today is I think they need to have a different number on each side.
Oh, is that how dice work?
I guess so. I'm not really sure. I understand you're more of a card player than a dice player, but I'm thinking the numbers have to be different. So maybe
Yeah, those
6,
are my first set of dice.
8, 12. We can put some numbers on there, but they can't all be the same number.
Got it. I will keep that in mind for next time.
Cool. Awesome. Should I get in on this card game, you think, or?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do you think I could? I'm gonna go ahead and just sit there and learn from Piffle. Um, and yeah, try to not get into any more trouble with any mob members. Maybe be a little low key in this inn or bar wherever we are.
You could be low key, or you could be like the Norse god low key.
Yeah. No, he's mischievous. I'm
And
trying to
you-
be non-mischievous at this point. I almost got my fingers broken.
Well, and also your legs, but All
There's
right.
always double or nothing.
I can fly. It's fine.
all right. Close out the day.
Like a big establishment that this was this like a small building or a large building?
This is a small bar. I mean, you're probably looking at like 4 tables in here.
The mob building.
Oh, that one? That was a larger building, yeah.
Okay. Just curious.
You'll notice, and because you've been in the area, this is very close to Gnome Town. The gnomish section of Talva. All right. We'll close out the day. Everyone has returned to the boat and is now the next morning.
Wait, can I go try to see my friend Rebecca?
Oh, yeah, you can go.
Or
Lucian goes to see Rebecca. So this will be later at night as you've done various antics throughout the day. So this is probably like 6 or 7 p.m.
Lucian will go to the bar, have some drinks, and try to woo Rebecca into some more fun.
Okay. Go ahead and do a Rebecca's actually right in the middle of like serving a bunch of drinks. So this is going to be a persuasion roll at disadvantage as she is very busy.
Maybe also some pre-standing feelings there that might be entering into the equation.
Gosh. Lucian is suave as butter.
Rebecca is a little. It's like
Let's use a luck.
okay,
Okay.
sure.
Uses luck to get lucky. Nice.
One little tiefling baby.
Oh, that's a perception you did.
Oh, thank you. Good. I like it.
No, that's a performance.
Jesus, are you just going for P words?
I just was really
I
small.
mean, that is why he's in this
Really
bar.
like-
Yes.
There it
Re-
is.
Rebecca's like, all right, Lucian, give me a few hours. All right.
Sure. Just gonna chill at the bar, just order some drinks, be casual, have fun.
All right. How many? She pours you a drink. Takes a silver from you for the drink.
I'll give her a gold. Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
I forgot how generous you were, Lucian.
Yes, let me see
Well,
what the-
only when paying for drinks, though.
Oh
I
shit!
do you all the time.
That was a jab.
Savage.
Like, what the hell? She slides you another drink. As you drink it, though, Lucian, just give me a Constitution save real quick. I'm just curious. Oh, this isn't a high DC.
What did you rolling for? Whiskey Jack?
You're a little buzzed, but you're still on your feet. It starts raining, or actually, no, it's more of a snow. It's snowing, and at the end of the night, Rebecca's like, Lucian, I can't kick you out into the cold. But you're going to remember to write me a letter next time, right?
I will. I promise, my dear.
We will close out scene to black as Lucian and Rebecca go into the back of the bar.
Does he have to do a performance roll? I feel like he has
Let's
to do
make
a
some
performance roll.
abomin-
Yeah, sure, why not? Lucian,
I
do a performance roll, just because.
Performance? Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's see how you perform, bud.
There was a con save, but okay.
No, con save is.
I'm going to do a con save if you'd like.
I thought I read something about pregnancy in the mechanics. So
Oh my god.
I don't know, like...
That's getting into a very different kind of
This
rule
is a
set.
different role play.
I want like a little.
That's in the Alien RPG we're playing.
What did we say? Performance.
Performance, yeah. Plus, let's be honest, you get a better score for performance and Constitution.
Sure.
Yeah, you're
Wow. Natural 20. Well, if she wasn't pregnant before, she's pregnant.
Oh my god.
Well, everyone's real happy that night.
Done. I knew I was following the right person when writing that book. Everybody doubted me, but a natural 20, you're an absolute animal. You're hung. You're a madman.
Unfortunately for Kaido, or perhaps fortunately for Lucian, Kaido is not there with his book taking notes. Kaido is not looking through the window, just writing in his book, like...
That's what you think.
Unfortunately, you said.
Yes. He's got his flying boots over there. He's probably in the window writing. He's like,
I might not be there, but I tap the book in my that I put in my chest right there, and I say, you know what? I have a good feeling about this book. It's gonna make us millions. I keep losing to gambling, but maybe I'll become an author.
But
that'll get me money.
We'll close out the night with that. It is night past without issue. The next morning comes, but I think we'll pick this up next week, as you have to spend just one more day in Talva, and then the boat will continue north to Silsanis. So we will end it for now.